Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The Loom Detective, and today in this video I'm going to teach you how to make the Snowflake pencil hugger. This is my original design and this is what it looks like, and you can make it into a ring or a bracelet or an anklet or a necklace even. You could probably make it even into like a headband. All you would have to do is just make this part longer, the handle longer to fit around your ring or your wrist or your neck or whatever you're using it for. And so it's really simple. It's a hook only design. So if you don't have a rainbow loom and you have a hook, a rainbow loom hook, or even like a crochet hook. I used to use a crochet hook sometimes, or like the little plastic hooks that you can get. So it's very simple. It takes a few minutes to make, but it turns out really cute. And it's perfect for winter and Christmas. And so go ahead and comment down below if you liked it or what you thought about it, and give this video a big thumbs up, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And go ahead and check out my reindeer pencil hugger. It's going along with the Christmas winter theme. I posted the video a couple weeks ago. It's on my channel. And so let's get on with the tutorial on how to make this snowflake pencil hugger. So the supplies that you will need to make this snowflake pencil hugger is you will need your rainbow loom hook or a crochet hook and white rubber bands, unless you want your snowflake to be a color. But you'll need 121 bands, and that's all you need to make this hugger. So grab your supplies and we'll get started. So you're going to go ahead and get your hook, take one white band, and you're going to wrap it around your hook 3 times. So you have 3 loops. Alright, so you want it to look like this. Alright, and for the rest of this snowflake, you're going to be using double capped bands for the entire project. So what a double capped band is where you take a band, there's 2 different ways to do it, pull it out, twist, and then put it back on itself. So you see it has 2 loops right here. You folded it, you stretched it out, twisted it, and then put it on top of itself. So it makes 2 loops right there. And then you would put the end on your hook and then just pull the other bands onto it. The other way to do it is to just put it on the hook, twist it around so you have 2 loops on there, and then you just grab it and pull it to the end of the hook, and then you pull the bands onto it. So that's the 2 different ways to do this. I will probably rotate which ways I do. That's just, I naturally do that depending on what part of the project I'm at. Sometimes I'll do it on my finger, sometimes on the hook. But it turns out to be the same double capped band, so you can pick your favorite way to do it or just follow along with me. Either way works as long as you get a double capped band. So, okay, so you have your cap band right here. This is a triple looped cap band. Take your band and you're going to make it a double looped band, a double cap band. Alright, and now you're going to pull this band onto that band right there. Alright, so it looks like that. Stick your hook through the other end so you have both ends on your hook. Alright, so you should look like this. And you're going to do this. You want to have 9 chains on here. So this is our first chain on that cap band. This is the cap band we're using for the entire snowflake, so it's all connects on that cap band. But our double capped bands, you need to have 9 chains. So this is 1 chain, and then go ahead and do the second chain, third, and this is the stem of the snowflake. So each the snowflakes have 7 stems, and each stem is basically 9. You have 9 chains, and then you split it off as part of the 9 chains. So I'll explain it once we get there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to do 3 more. So it's 1, 2, and then 3. Alright. So now that you have 9 chains on your cap band, so it's the cap band and then 9. You're going to go ahead and slip knot the end. So that's where you have you take the bands that are right underneath in the curve of your hook, and you just pull them through the other bands and then pull tight. Alright? So that is what you have so far. So now what you're going to do is I'm going to come up here, okay? I'm going to show you on the regular snowflake. Pull it off the pencil. All right, so see how it has this little split right here? Well, what we did is we made all this right here. So now we have to go in this chain and make the other side of the split. So that is the 6th chain up. So then we're going to go 6 chains up and split the snowflake. So take your little chain, and when you do it, you want this cap band to be the circle facing you. You do not want it to look like this, right? So you want it to have the circle open, so you see it like that. And we're going to go up 6 chains. So 1 chain, 2 chain, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now this 6th one, we're going to stick our hook right in the middle, okay, and push it through to the other side. Just like that, all right? So you have it through, okay? Now you're going to get a band, double cap it, pull it through, and put the end back on your hook. So you should look like this. Okay, from this side it looks like this, like that. So we're going to do 2 more chains. So double cap your band, pull through, stick the end on your hook, and then 1 more time, double capped band, pull through. All right, and now we're going to do a slip knot again, pull tight. So this is what it looks like. You can see it has the little split right up there. So it's just like that. Now we're going to go on and make the 2nd stem. So we have 7 of these to make. So I'll show you how to make the first few, and then I'll do the rest off camera so this video doesn't end up being super long. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to that center cap band. Remember I said that the whole entire snowflake would revolve around this cap band? Here's where it plays out. So you're going to stick your hook into the circle, just like that. Then you're going to double cap a band, okay? And now you're going to pull it through and then put the end back on your hook. And it doesn't matter where it is right now, just make your chains. So we want 9 chains on this, so it ends up to be the same length as our other stem. So that was number 1. And then this is 2, 3. I do find it easier when I'm doing hook designs to just do the double cap on the hook. It goes faster than having to free up other fingers for it. And once you get the hang of it, you can do this really fast, and you'll be able to do it while watching a movie or listening to music or an audiobook or something. So that way it's not like you're totally just spending all this time on Rainbow Loom. You can actually do something along with it. So now we're going to count. I'm going to count and see how many I have. So you start counting right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is my 9th one. So we're going to slip knot the 9th one. Just like that. Pull tight. Alright, so we have the cap band as a circle, so we know this is facing the right way. Now we're going to make the split. So go up 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick your hook right in the middle, just like that. Okay, you just speared through it. You want to make sure you get all the bands on there. So you should, if you look on the side, you should have 2 bands on this side, 2 bands on this side. That's how you know if you did it perfectly in the middle. Alright, and now we're going to chain 3 in there. So double cap your band, pull through, put the end on your hook, do 2 more. So you want a total of 3, like that. Right, and then 1 more. Grab, pull through, put the end on your hook, and this one we're going to slip knot. So pull through. Alright, so now your snowflake should look like this, and it does look really funny. Actually, it looks really odd. But once we put all of the other ones on there, it'll look so much better. So what you're going to do is you're going to slide these snowflakes so they are next to each other, like this, okay? You don't want them like this. It's just so much easier if you just slide them together. And now put your hook back through that central cap band, and we're going to make another one. So you're going to do 9 chains. Put the ends on your hook. So by now, I'm sure you're getting faster at the chains. So it does go, depending on how fast you are at chaining, is how fast you'll get this done. So first time you'll probably be slow, don't worry about it. But the more you loom and the more you practice, the faster you get. So we want 9 chains. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do 2 more. That's number 8. And then number 9. Alright, so now go ahead and slip knot that band, just like that. So now it looks like this, alright? And we're going to add the split onto this. Remember, you want your cap band to be a circle as you go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put your hook through the middle, all the way to the other side. Just like that. Alright, now, if you look right here, you can see I caught a band from this, so I don't actually want that band to be caught. But if you catch that band, it's not that big of a deal. It's not going to ruin everything. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so if I can do it right, I want to do it right. So, see, now that looks better. You can lift it up and see it hasn't caught any other bands. Now we're going to do 3 chains. Focus. There we go. 3 chains. So that's number 1, number 2, and number 3. Alright. Now you're going to slip knot the 3rd. Alright, so this is what your snowflake looks like at the moment. Okay, and it looks a little weird still. But we were going to add 4 more little arms. So how you're going to add them is you're going to squish all of your arms, all of the little stems of the snowflake together, and then you put your hook in, and you're going to make another stem with the 9 stitches and then split it, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to push all of them together and then do the 9 length stem, split it, and then again until you have 7. So go ahead and do 4 more doing the same process, and I'll be back once I finish mine. So this is what your snowflake should look like, and we will be weaving these ends in, so don't worry about that. And you can go ahead and adjust where each of the stems are, and if you want to add another stem you can. Personal preference, I like the way it looks with 7 stems. So we're going to start making this circle right here, okay? So the way you're going to do that is you're going to do it on the 4th chain up. So you go in, doesn't matter which stem, just pick one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chains up. You're going to go straight in, just like we did when we were splitting the stems up here. Go straight in. You're going to get a band, double cap it. You're going to pull it through and put the end on your hook. Okay, so that's 1. You're going to do 3 more chains, double capped, always double capped. So that's my 2nd chain. Oh, almost lost it. And then this would be my 3rd. And then you want to do the 4th. Okay, so this is the distance that I like between the 2 stems. So the way I do it is I have this extra in the middle and then I attach it. So once you get to the 4th stem, I'm going to go ahead and just take this one end off the hook, and I'm going to show you up close. So you want one end to be on the hook and the other end on your fingers. You're going to go ahead and count up 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick your hook in there. This part's a little tricky. You can do it, don't worry. Take it nice and slow, and you got it. And if you need to, you can put a C-clip attached on this so you can leave it free and then just do the rest and then unclip the C-clip. It's a little more work, but at the beginning, if you're having trouble with it, you can do that. So I stuck my hook in, 4th of the chain up, and now I'm going to stick the end that I was holding on my fingers onto my hook. Now what that does is it makes it totally even on both sides as it goes across, okay? Because you want it to look like this, and that's the way you do it. So now we're going to take a band, double cap it, and pull it through all of those bands, okay? So be careful. I do it 2 at a time normally. You can do it 1 at a time. Just make sure each band is being pulled through. So like that. So now you have 1 on your fingers and then 1 side on your hook. Go ahead and put the side on your fingers back onto your hook. So it should look like this. Alright? So that is what it looks like. And now we're going to do 3 more chains. So it will be technically a total of 4 because we just did 1. So that was 1. We do another one because you want to have 4 from where this side, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 attaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th one attaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th one attaches. So that's what it's going to be. So that's the pattern. So we're on 2 and 3. Trying to make sure you guys can see, and because I have a white background, it's a little harder. So if you notice, I will have my hand behind here so you guys can see a little better. Hopefully that makes it easier and more seeable. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So on my 4th one, now you don't have to put the end back on the hook for your 4th one. You can just keep holding it, but I keep forgetting. So I put it back on my hook. So I'm going to go ahead, take this end, pull it off, and I'm going to go 4 chains up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put my hook right in the middle, just as if we were splitting up at the top. Put the other end on the side of my hook. So now it looks like this. Okay. Go ahead and grab a band. Twist it. You double cap it and pull it through. Alright, so pull it through all of those bands. Just like that, alright? Now put the end back on your hook, like that. And now we're going to do 3 more chains, because that was the first chain of our pattern. So 3 more. It's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Alright, so now if you catch it on the 4th one, you can just keep holding this side, because we're just moving on to the next stem. Go ahead and go 4 chains up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in the middle. Hook it like that. Put the other end on your hook. Looks like that. Same as all the other ones. Now we're going to do the same thing. Go ahead and double cap that band. Pull it through all of those bands. Just like that. And now we're going to do 3 more chains. And so this is the entire pattern for going around in that with that little circle, connecting them all. And I will go ahead and finish the whole pattern with you guys, so we can know how to end it and stuff. We won't have to. Hopefully, you won't have to like pause it or anything. But if I do get too fast, feel free to pause it and rewind. So that's 4. And I did it again. I put the end back on my hook. So pull the 4th one off your hook. Go in the 4th chain up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick it in like that. Put the other end on your hook like that. Okay. And now take that double capped band. Pull through all of those like that. And then through, just like that. And there you go. Now go ahead and put the end back on your hook. And so we're going to do 3 more chains. Double capped bands. this is 2, 3. All right, so we have a total of 4. The way you can tell is you look at your stem and then you count this one that's hanging off the edge. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you know. All right, so we have 3 more spots to do. Well, I'm connecting this one, so it will only be 2. Take that end off. Count up 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in the 4th chain. There we go. Put the other end on your hook and do the same thing. So once you get the pattern down, it's really easy. You can make a bunch of these in not too long of time. So that's 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and keep going. So I have 3 more chains. So this, after that first one. So this is my 3rd chain, and we want 4 total chains. So just like that. Alright. Now take the end off. Or if you're smart enough to remember not to put it on, then that would be good too. Alright, so we're going to go 4 chains up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Just like that. To the end back on your hook. Looks like that. Now we're going to do the same thing. Double cap your band and pull through all of those bands. Put the end on there. And then 3 more chains. And I think this is our last one. So yay! Right, and if you did 8 stems instead of 7, then you'd have another one. But for those of you who are just doing 7, oh dear. So see what happened? I accidentally let go of one of my sides of the bands. So the way to do that is pinch down here, all right? And go ahead and just pull that whole band out. And now grab the loops with your fingers right there. And you have it back on again. So that was 2. So I'm going to need 2 more for the total of 4. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th one. So I'm just going to hold that side since I remember. This is only the 2nd time I remembered. Alright, so we're going to go into the 4th chain up, which is easy to tell on the last one because that's where the circles started. So go ahead and just put your hook right there. There we go. Put the end right there. And you're going to grab a band, and we're just going to pretend it's like all the other ones. You're going to double cap it and pull through all of those bands, just like that. Pull through. Okay, and now what we're going to do, you want to keep the end on your finger. Because this one is different than the others because we started in it, I want it to look like the others. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the next chain, like that, and then put the end right there. So we have it, and it looks like that. Alright, you guys see that right there? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slip knot. So the way you want to do this is you want the slip knot to pull out on one side or the other. And you can stretch this out. One side will be tighter woven than the other side. It's natural. So what I'm going to do is grab that end right there. Just pull it through. And then pull it through there. Alright, so that is your slip knot. And now mine is looking like this, and now it looks really funny. But just go ahead and stretch it out. That always helps with rubber bands. Stretching it out does. And if it seems to be like this one, you see it's just like straight down. One way you can do it is you go underneath and you find the tight band, or you put your hook in and you pull it out, and that will make the band go to the opposite direction. And if it's too much, you can even do it with your fingers, but you can direct where each of these bands goes. And when I made this one, I made the stitches tighter than when I made the other one, so it made it smaller. So tighter stitches equals smaller, and then looser stitches equals bigger. But if it's too tight and you don't like it, then just stretch it out, and that works. So that is your snowflake. So if you just want a snowflake charm, we don't have to add on the back. And I will show you how to weave in the ends. We'll weave in the ends first. So if you just want the snowflake charm, then you'll be good to go after we weave in the ends. So one way that I weave in these ends, because they're so short, it's like you can't really weave them in. So what I do is I find the side, focus, there we go. Find the side that has the rounded part of the slipknot. So can you see right here? It has like two parts, then this side has the round part. So you see the side with the round part? I'm going to go in on the other side, top chain, stick my hook through, like we did when we were splitting the top. Stick your hook through, okay, and now you're going to put those little tail ends right there, and you're going to pull it through gently, okay. I literally only pull it like halfway through, and I leave it like that, alright. So it looks like that, so it gives it a rounded edge, and if you want to pull it out more, you can. It gives it a rounded edge, but you don't have to like pull it tight and try to weave it all the way in, because they're so short they don't weave in very good at all. So that's what I do for all of my snowflake tips. So again, I'll show you again. So you find the side that has the round part, and you come in the top chain on the other side, right there. Put those bands on your hook, and then pull through gently, okay, gently like that, and then leave it like that. And now you see the way that I did mine. My slip knot is on the same side as the pokey sides of it are. So that's a good thing. It was on accident, but you don't even see the things poking out very much either. So if it happens to be on the same side, you can always hide the slip knot onto the other side. So you are going to pick your favorite side to use for the top of your pencil hugger. So that's how you weave in those little ends. So go ahead and weave in all of the other ends, and I'm going to be right back once I'm done weaving in the ends of my snowflake tips. Alright, so that's what my snowflake looks once I weaved in all the ends. And I just ended up making sure that they all looked the same. So it didn't really matter to me what side the slip knot was on. I just made them all look the same. I went in from the same side. So if you're just making this for the charm, thank you so much for watching. And actually, I'll show you how to put in the back first before you leave. So you have that slip knot here in the back, and it's just like a normal slip knot. You stick your hook in somewhere, grab the bands, and then pull them through. Now these are small bands. Again, it's because they were double capped, so they won't go in very far, but you just pull them in as much as you can. See if you can hide them somewhere, and once you're done hiding the end, then you will be done. Alright, so there we go. It's pretty much hidden. It sticks out a little bit, but this is the back, so no one is really going to see it. So there's your snowflake charm. If you're just doing it for the charm, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And if you're doing it for the pencil hugger, then I'm going to get on and show you how to actually attach it to the pencil. So you'll need 7 bands for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just grabbing 7 bands. 5, 6, 7. Alright. So you're going to go onto the back where your slip knot is. Well, that piece is sticking out, huh? I'm going to have to hide that. You're going to go into one of these stems. It doesn't matter which one. Just go ahead and pick one. I'm just going to go into this one. And you're going to put your hook right underneath the top layer. So you should be able to look through the side and you see that teardrop shape. That's how you know you did it right. So now you're going to get a band, double cap it, pull through. We're going to make 7 chains. So that was our first chain. Again with double capped bands. This is our second chain. And I tried this on a pencil and it looked good. So if you're doing it for a hook, you might need it a little bit bigger. But this worked good. And you can always stretch out the bands, but if you make it too big, you can't like make it smaller unless you take it out. Which for this one would be easy. You can just take off the handle. But my other pencil huggers are a little bit harder. So let me count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 2 more. 6. And then 7. And when you pull the 7th one through, don't put the end on your hook. We're going to go down to a peg. So because there is 7, and I attach it to a stem, there's going to be 2 stems on one side and 3 stems on the other. So you don't even notice once you put it on. But so you're going to go 3 up, or on the other side it'd be 4 up. Okay, and you're going to go into their chain. So same way we did the other side, you reach under their chain like that. Okay, so you want it to be like that. Then you put the end on your hook, just like that, and then go ahead and slip knot it through those bands. Now, if you don't like the idea of slip knotting through the bands, go ahead and just grab another band and pull it through and do the slip knot. That works just as well. So I'm just going to pull it through all of the bands, even the ones that were on my hook. So you should end up with only 2 sides left and pull tight. So you see I did a slip knot, but it was almost like on the side of the loop. Okay, so that is the loop for your pencil. Pull that tight. You want to make sure this one's very tight, because this slip knot is going to get a lot of pull on it. So you want it very tight and woven in very good. So go ahead and weave that in. I'm just going to reach under here, grab it, pull it through. And you, everyone weaves theirs in different spots. So it's just really pick a loop and pull it through, honestly. So do that. And try to only pull through loops that are on this side, because you don't want to see it on the other side. It doesn't look very nice. So go ahead and pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. And if you wanted to make this into a ring, you could. You just make the little spot where this right here, the handle, you'd make it a lot bigger, big enough to fit on your finger. So that's a cool idea if you want a ring. All right. So that is your Snowflake pencil hugger. And go ahead and make sure that you like the way it looks. It's stretched out. And you can, remember the trick I showed you where you pull at one side of the band and it straightens it out. So make sure you use that and make it look exactly the way you want it to. And you can put it on pencil. This is really cool, actually. It's a music pencil. It's like a piano keyboard. It's got a little music note at the top. And you slide it all the way up. And there you have your Snowflake pencil hugger. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you're not already. And go ahead and check out all my other tutorials. And I did a reindeer tutorial for the Christmas season, a reindeer pencil hugger. So you can go ahead on my channel and check that one out as well. And let me know if you made this and how it turned out. And if you get stuck, go ahead and comment. And if you have any requests for pencil huggers or other designs you'd like me to make, comment that down below as well. I love hearing from you guys and knowing what you guys want me to make. And I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!